I believe this is a water body. That there used to be a sign here, but this is in a previous video. There was a gentleman standing back there on 2 of those big water bags because it would force the water out more. Now that bag is set up upstream to this. I mean, it flows this way, and you look at this water. Hell, they're pumping it directly into here. They're pumping it straight through this damn culvert. So they're pumping all this nasty water out of the wetlands, but they're not always pumping it into a bag. That is a discharge hose, and I'm gonna walk across the street and see if I can't find the other end of it. Let me see if I can lay down here and hold this under here. Hopefully. Man, it looks like it goes all the way across the street. They just do whatever they want, man. And those sandbags, I believe, are supposed to stop the settlements from crossing lines and getting in other waters. But here they're pumping this stuff right in because there the line goes. And there's another line going into a water bag, but undoubtedly they couldn't release it fast enough. And here's here's more settlements in the ditch. There's a culvert pipe that they shouldn't be pumping into. There's the wetland sign, but there's no number on it. So you can't even document where you're at. And here's they put up safety netting to protect their workers, and there's where it goes from blue hose to orange hose, and it goes across the little net, and then it's buried across. So they undoubtedly have a pump set up back behind that pile. I don't know where, I can't see the pump, but the hoses are there. And that water is nasty. Let me see, there's another wetland sign here. And they cut the silk fencing to put the hose under it. A hose that shouldn't be there. This is wetland 016. And there's one of the pumps in a containment. Now it's got a blue bucket next to it that's open. I don't know what's in it. There's some silk fencing that's down. And this is the same ditch where they had the bulldozer cranes up on top of that with men down in the ditch. Does that look like a very stable situation? To have men down in these ditches? And this was when the pipe was just being laid. They hadn't filled any of it in, and those men were sandwiched between the wall of the ditch and the pipe, and there were 3 big bulldozers right above them, up on that unstable ground. They protect their supervisors. That I got a picture of them standing on this little safety netting area, you know, the bridge to their work zone. But it's not fenced off where somebody, a kid, a dog, anything, could walk up here and not just walk across it and end up falling off of it. You know, now I know, you know, we're not in their work zones, but kids don't understand that part. Neither does wildlife, pets, anything. But it's wide open for anybody to come up here and walk through it. Now I don't know what the piece of plywood is. Maybe they were supposed to put that up, but they're not doing what they're supposed to. And they're endangering everybody's life. You know, I just talked to a man down the street that tripped over their locate wire. Right here next to the creek, I was just videoing that's so dirty with settlements and whatnot. There's what, 2 gas cans, a Hungry Howie's box. The Hungry Howie's box in a containment, which was undoubtedly a bigger pump. Now there's a little pump in there, but the gasoline tanks are sitting outside of it. You know, how hard is it to set those things in the containment area? But that containment area is failing because it's falling over, and then it undoubtedly has holes in it because they lined it also with Visqueen.
No smoking.
No smoking.
No smoking signs.
Yeah, where's your no smoking signs? You know, the other day they were welding and there were fuel tanks within probably 25 feet of them. And you can see the settlement up there from that water bag on this side of it. So, I mean, they have no regard for anything. And I don't know what the sandbags here are for. I'm sure it's some kind of pollution control thing. But let me tell you, it ain't working.
There's no settlement curtains on each side of this. There's no nothing.
There's no pollution control devices whatsoever right here. And this runs across the street. I'm gonna walk over there and see if I can get some video of the wetland they're contaminating. And this house that's here, they drink from a private well. And I got a guy down the street that I just talked to this morning that tripped over their locate wire in his neighbor's driveway and fell, and he's an older guy. He fell down and hurt himself pretty bad. He can't even drink his water anymore. We need attorneys on this. Yep, same color water over here, and you can see even how much they were pumping because the water's about 6-8 inches below this, but you can see the buildup of silt, brown water. The crap they're pumping out of our wetlands is coming right over here, and this is a stream that continues on. I mean, this is a good sized culvert. You know, I mean, it's a big culvert that goes from one side of 1792 to the other. And then it flows on out onto this gentleman's property, and they don't give a damn. Let me walk on down in here, because let me tell you, that work zone's on the other side of the street, so I am not trespassing. But you can see, they're pumping the stuff from upstream to downstream, because you can see the flow of water. It's running south. And it's all, man, who knows how far this goes? And who's gonna clean it up? You know, what the hell? And this is all wetland back here. You know, this is unincorporated Polk County. We're probably within 2 miles of the Reunion compressor station. And actually, we're right across the street from a brand new Duke Energy Intersection City power plant. We're maybe a block down the road from Labor Camp Road, which is right down